past that town line, but I lit a fire and I let it shine.
It's the Wakey Bakey Morning Show where we get with blood and grits. We're getting ready to go live, but I'm singing like an old jazz singer that you know. Got arrows in my back, but I'm still standing strong. We're going live, and we're going to spill it all. Wakey Bakey News, shout outs, get ready because we are going live. Oh, I was trying. I got the old jazz voice going on this morning, guys. Getting over. I had some kind of flu or something, some kind of bug. But getting over it, guys. Had to go live this morning. Appreciate you guys understanding about the 420 show yesterday. But we are live, guys, and it is Weed Wednesday. That's right. You are you. I am me. This is the DailyDank.com and the Wakey Bakey Morning Show, guys. We're getting into a bunch of stuff this morning, guys. Rare collectibles you may have sitting around your house, guys. I recently was cleaning up my my closet space, if you will, my cupboards storage, and I found an old school 1987 LJN prototype wrestling championship belt, guys. This is the kind with the slider, and Hulk Hogan turns you turn it from Hulk Hogan, a picture of Hulk Hogan, to a picture of the championship belt. I didn't even know I had it. I had forgot all about it. I decided to look it up, and it's worth about $400 or $500. That's right, guys. So we're gonna get into the top collectibles you have laying around your house, and we're all collectors, guys. I know Broken Brain Eric has some cool shit. I know most of us do. Even Harvey Hooligans has some RC collectibles, guys. So we're gonna get into it. We got a lot to get into. Wakey Bakey News. What about this fucking Adam Schiff? Adam Schiff is gone, from what I'm hearing. Karma, guys. Karma comes back to bite you in the ass. We're going to get into that. We got Epstein news. We got entertainment news, guys. We're getting into it. We got a Baja Blast for this old voice. We're getting ready to get into it, guys. We go live at 2. Oh, yeah. That's right. It is the Wakey Bakey Morning Show. It is the DailyDank.com. You are you. I am me. And we go live in 2. Let's get high and talk about some crazy collectibles, guys. Let's do it.
Time to wakey wakey and time for bakey.
Time to wakey wakey and time for bakey.
Get ready for your host with more.
Get ready for your host with more.
Mr. Brian Brown.
Mr. Brian Brown.
It's 7:10 a.m.
It's 7:10 a.m.
Que la roja visuele cuando le no viene ligado igualito que yuca. El pelo que tiene tan lindo, no venga a pensar que eso es una peluca. Tiene cotorra perico, yo tengo cotorra, tú tienes la cuca. Está claro en el ring, en el piso yo que
No critiques mi pelo, que la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, que la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, que la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, que la soy bueno,
Kiki Beto. What's happening, Danksters? How's everyone doing out there? It is Weed Wednesday, guys. We are live. We got Harvey Hooligans. Good morning. Broken Brain. Good morning. Jack the Reaper. Good morning. Good morning. Don't be haunting my dreams, Jack the Reaper. We got the Broken Brain of Eric. We got him. We got him live up in the house, guys. Someone trapped that fool. Oh man, who else we got? We got April, the love of my life. Good morning, April. How are you? She's out getting it done for me this morning, guys. Out there working. I have a vintage clown doll that I found at a junkyard, and the story is that it was robbed by someone, but he is now in prison. And I got it for free. Is it haunted? It could be haunted. Oh, those crazy clowns. Brian, I resent that song to you. Oh, resent. I thought he said I resent that song this morning. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, good. Still missing Larry. I know. Where the fuck is Larry at, man? Steven Wilson, he's off traveling. I talked to him yesterday. Big shout out to Steven Wilson. He is, where was he headed? Shit. Can't remember. He went through the Redwoods. He's going all over the fucking place, man. He'll be back in Ensenada. He'll be no longer Steven from Tijuana. He'll be Steven from Ensenada. That's right, guys. Home of Taco Tuesday, Ensenada. Love me some Ensenada. Back in the day, man, when I was a kid, I was 22, 24, something like that, 25. He looks haunted, Jack the Reaper says. My son, me and my ex-wife, we were waiting for my son to be born. It was many, many years ago, man. I think I was like 25 and 24 maybe. And my insurance didn't kick in until the 1st of January. Well, his due date was like December 11th. So I'm like, January 11th. So I'm like, man, we gotta make it to the 1st. And we ended up making it to the 1st, but then he ended up being like 3 weeks late. And anyway, but there was that stretch where we were sweating it, man, because we didn't have the money. Insurance didn't kick in. I'm like, man, if he comes early, we're kind of fucked. I had a buddy I worked with, Pablo was his name, Mexican guy, national, Hispanic American, had his citizenship and stuff. He actually was part of the Reagan group that came in. This is old school. This is even before me, really. Ronald Reagan granted a bunch of citizenships to people that were here working, doing their thing. And he was one of the ones who got citizenship. He loved Reagan too, man. This guy loved fucking Ronald Reagan. Pablo was his name. And anyway, he nice guy, man. Looking back, he wasn't the boss, but he was right underneath the boss. And so people didn't want to listen to him because he technically wasn't the boss, but he was in a position. Yeah, we never listened to the dude, which I feel kind of bad. He was a good guy, man. Anyway, he offered me his house in fucking Ensenada to go have the baby. if I needed to. He's like, hey, I got a house. It's in a good neighborhood. It's in a good section. You go down there or go stay at the house. And when she goes in labor, just go to the Mexican hospital. And I'm like, my kid will be fucking a Mexican, have Mexican citizenship. So that was a real thing we were planning for a while, man. Thank God we didn't have to go through all those hoops. He ended up being born like fucking 15 days past due. He was like fucking 11 pounds, some massive Andre the Giant baby. But yeah, no, and then the best part about that story was when he was born, he was fucking huge, man. We were wheeling him down the thing. My ex-wife, it was a C-section, so she had to stay in the thing, and we ended up wheeling. Me and him ended up going down the thing, and there was a girl that was pregnant, and she was like 14 years old, man, young fucking pregnant girl. She was probably like 5'2", weighed 100 and nothing. Like she was all belly, man. She was all baby. And we're willing him. My concern is the baby. Let's do this thing. Well, her and her boyfriend are walking, trying to induce labor, and she sees my son, how giant he is, and her eyes get all big, and she says, that's coming out of me. Oh, fuck no. And the nurses had to reassure her that her baby wouldn't be that size. But yeah, I always remember that. That was one of the moments of my son's birth, man. Brian, you talking about sports cards made me go through my old binders, found an error card worth a couple thousand, really. So now I'm going through thousands of cards. Thanks for the new obsession. Eric, man, I'm telling you, I'm getting back into it too. There's a there's an editing job for I'm not gonna talk too much about it because I haven't had any luck with this fucking freelance job, but there's a editing job I sent my resume and reel into for a sports card company that does like a bunch of shops. I thought that would be pretty cool, man, especially how long I've been in the game, man, especially Vegas, Smokies baseball cards. I mean, I'm going way off script. No one here knows what the fuck that is. I did a special about Smokies baseball cards. They were a big company in Vegas that had like a 900 number. They had a bunch, man. They were huge. They ended up getting caught forging autographs. That was like the big thing of the 90s at that time, was everyone was forging autographs. But yeah, man, I'm getting back into fucking cards again. I opened up the safe and I pulled out my cards, kind of get them organized. Cards are back too, man. Cards are really back in a different sense. Everything's graded. Everything's like that style, but man, with these polls and the one of ones and the jerseys and the autographs and the pieces of the base, I saw a couple cool. It was a Honus Wagner, and it was a check that he had written and cashed. Or maybe it was to him and he signed it to get back, whatever it was. They put that in the card. And I know like, people were like, yeah, Brian, they've been doing that for like 50 years. But I thought it was cool. This is like a Honus Wagner, man, because it's his actual autograph on the check. I don't know if I would want it in a card form or if I would want it just the check. But either way, you get the fucking card. But yeah, man, they're doing some cool shit with sports cards again. I remember when you couldn't give sports cards away. This was about 10, 15, 20 years ago. Man, it got dry. There was Ernie's baseball cards down in Bullhead City, Arizona. Fort Mojave, to be more precise. He had a deal, man. He had a shop. Good guy. I'll tell a good story about him. We ended up becoming friends. He was a little older than me, a lot older than me. I think he had a kid like a little younger than me. I was like 22, something like that. Anyway, started collecting a little bit again at that age, and he had a shop, and his gimmick was everything was 50% off. So whatever book value of the cards were, it was 50% off every day. So if you got a Ryan Sandberg worth $45, you could pay $22.50 for it, whatever. That's probably wrong, but math. But yeah, so I started collecting a lot again, and I'm all about the vintage stuff. I love pre-80s. I would say pre-85, and you're like, well, that's just the junk era after that. But still, man, I was going through some stuff. I got some I have a Ricky Henderson rookie, Robin Yount, Carlton Fisk, Mike Smith rookie. I got a bunch, man. And then I went crazy for the 80s. I got obsessed with getting all the rookie cards. So I got like all 3 Wade Boggs, all 3 Tony Gwynns, all 3 Roger Clemens, all 3 Ryan Sandberg, all 3 Don Mattingly's, like all the stars of the ones that meant something to me as a kid. I went and I got all their rookie cards. And so, yeah, I got a decent collection sitting here. But you got to get everything graded these days and shit. Anyway, we'll get more into that later, guys. You ever feel like you go to bed and you wake up the next morning, and because we're on the West Coast, you miss a bunch of shit that happened in the morning? So this Senator Schiff urged to resign immediately after these recordings were released. I don't know much about it. We're gonna get into it right in a minute. We'll get into it in Wakey Bakey. We don't need to get into it beforehand. Politics. The Savannah Bananas deserve their own cards. Hell yeah, man. What was it? Johnny Damon came out and he was playing against the Savannah Bananas. He was a Boston Red Sox guy back in the day. I think he went to the Yankees. He had long hair and a big beard. Anyway, he brought the long hair back for these games. And I thought he was fucking Mike Myers from World. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm like, why is Mike Myers playing for the Savannah Bananas? And then I was like, oh shit, that's Johnny Damon. Oh, why is Garth and Wayne playing for the Savannah Bananas? We should go live and go through some cards together. We should, man. We should. We're gonna start doing more of that, man. I want to start doing more breaks, more collectible stuff. I'm kind of shifting, going back to basics. These the top collectibles, the top urban legends, those type of things. I think we're formatting more of a interactive, engaging formats. We kind of got off the line a little bit, trying to bring it all back, streamline. So yeah, that's what we're doing, guys. All right, let's get into some shout outs this morning. 17 minutes in. Mr. Crispers is like, all right, I can live with this. 17 minutes. That's good. Let's keep the show moving. What else we got? Cooking? I'm just looking on the news, guys. See if there's anything. Been watching a lot of breaks, a lot of wax packs. When they buy like a JSA, PSA, I mean like a pack from 1940 or 1950. I fucking dig that. And then some people eat the gum. They eat that 40, 50-year-old gum. How crazy is that? I don't know. If I hit like a Mickey Mantle, I'd eat the gum. Fuck it. All right, guys, let's get into some shout outs this morning. Oh, man, I want to shout out the Hulkster this morning, man. Hulk Hogan. Shit's going to get crazy with his will, man. I'd always say, man, make sure, you know what, guys, if you're famous, if you're not famous, make sure you got a fucking will, man. We're getting older. We're getting crazier. The guy on the stilts looked like Jay without Silent Bob. You're not lying, RV Hooligans. You know what, man? I don't care how old you are, dude. I need to do it too. Let's all do wills, man, because if you don't, shit gets crazy. He got his wife, which is his wife. He married her. It always sucks on that, though, man. Like, wife's 30 years younger. You know what I mean? That never ends up well, ever. And it always ends up being bullshit, too. And I don't know in this situation what they're going to fight over. There's a lot of money. But you ever notice that usually like the children and the mom or the wife will get in arguments about the stupidest shit. Like the daughter might want a bandana. Oh, no, that's the bandana he wore in WrestleMania 3. We're going to sell that. or whatever, but like, the kids are probably looking for stuff to remember their dad, where the ex-wife's like, how much money can we get? Well, how can I get me a young hot stud now? You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. Who knows if I'm wrong? Allegedly. But yeah, man, don't leave it up to the courts, man. Don't leave it up to people. You won't be here to protect the ones you love. If you do a will, man, just do a will. Legal Shield, guys, super cheap, like $30 a month. You get free legal advice. Not free, you're paying for it. You get legal advice when you call. They set you up with a will and do the whole 9 yards, guys. Just go do that, man. $30 a month. Take care of yourself, man. Take care of yourself and your loved ones, because when you're gone, ain't no one gonna look out for them like you can before you're gone. You know what I mean? My poor fucking kids. They're gonna come. Hopefully, it's in no time soon. But like, my house would be like, you would have to there would be so much shit that you wouldn't think was worth money, but it is. And that's my whole thing. Like, everything would be a debate. And I've said before, my daughter would be like, we're keeping everything. And my son would be like, we're getting rid of everything. There'd be a lot of, remember this Lego? This was the Lego Dad bought me. Get rid of it. You don't need it. That's how that would go. But hopefully we're many, many years removed from that. But yeah, shout out to the Hulkster, man. I always hate to see family shit blow up after the fact, It's gonna be a 7-foot animatronic. Oh, is that the they're doing the Squid Games animatronic too. It's a big one. All right, guys, let's get into it. We are gonna do some shout outs this morning. Where's Open Carry Larry? We miss you, Larry. Jeez, man. Hopefully he's all right, man. That's the only bummer about this kind of show that we do, is like, people will come on, they'll be here every day, and then all of a sudden they just disappear, and you always wonder what happened to them. Hopefully, Open Carry Larry, we're keeping the lights on for you, buddy. Hopefully you're okay. And the way he went goodbye too was weird. Like, he got into a thing with the police and over a Tesla bike, and then he was just gone. Crazy. All right, let's get into it, guys. Shout outs.
Rise and shine, it's the Wakey Bakey vibe. Dank Nation's here and we're going worldwide. The daily Dank.com is leading the way, shouting out the crew, starting the day. From Rosie the Bulldog to Supernova, my Mike. Dank Nation shining, the future's bright. Oh, roll call, Dank Nation unite. Harvey hooligans here, keeping it tight. Fight for freedom, blazing it up. Broken brains thinking Rosie Key's got the spark. Mr. Crispers brings the crunch and leaves his mark. Back to the retro review, bring in the Golani, the OG, smoking big, not scrawny. Aaron from Australia, bold and uncontrolled. Pam and Chris Zucchini, keeping it real. Charlie the fisherman's got that morning appeal. April so lovely, Russ and Jeremy too. Lonnie's blunt is lighting up the room. Roll call, Dank Nation unite with the daily Dank.com.
We're keeping it inside. Paco's Tacos. Good morning. Damn YouTube didn't tell me. My kids already have it in writing. They own all my stuff. Yeah, man. You know what? I remember, big shout out to Bud Holland. Bud Holland, that was his name. He was a local guy here in Bullhead City, Arizona. Filmmaker. He won an Emmy, actually. He worked a lot on ABC Sports as like a cameraman, producer. He was a local guy, worked with a lot with the local youth, schools. Good guy all the way around. Wanted to share his knowledge of filmmaking with everybody. I never got a chance to really work with him. We've talked a few times. Passed away many years ago. But so he was a community guy, and I always will remember, man. We had a mutual friend, and this guy was not my fucking friend. This guy was a weirdo. This guy, Bill. No shout out for Bill. The Z Coil guy. Harvey Hooligans. Do you know the Z Coil guy, Bill, who ran the Z Coil shop? He was different, man. He was a different dude. I was about 92% sure he might have been a child molester. Maybe. About 92% sure, allegedly. I'm not gonna, the guy's passed away now. Fuck it. There was anyway, this guy Bill, he owned a little local television station that I would air some of my stuff. So that was our connection. And I remember when Bud passed away. Mike was like, "Oh damn, dude, that sucks, man. Did he have family? Fuck, that sucks." Well, Bud didn't have any family apparently, and he left everything to the school. That was his passion. That's what he wanted to do. God bless him, right? So they fucking went in, like you said, and they fucking vultured the shit out of his stuff. But I remember this guy, Bill, he actually said this. I can't believe they didn't offer me any of his filmmaking stuff, any of his cameras. They didn't offer me any of it. I like, the dude just died, man. Who gives a fuck if they offer you his fucking old ass camera shit or not? Like, what? Like, you weren't his best fucking friend, dude. Like, you weren't his brother. You were some guy who he fucking visited once a fucking every other week at your weird Z Coil shop. Nope, weird as hell guy. To the light in the loafers for me. You know who I'm talking about? Harvey Hooligans, fucking Bill, the Z Coil guy. Remember those Z Coil shoes? They were like fucking, they had the spring in the back, and they were supposed. I know Mike Means. I think Mike Means rocked some Z Coil back in the day. They're supposed to be great for your back, man. People swore by them. But this dude was a little fucking weird, man. I remember he said something about my kid one time, and I was like, my daughter, and I almost fucking was gonna, like, I thought about fucking knocking him the fuck out, to be honest. And I was like, but it was such a subtle if you knocked him out, you just misunderstood it. You would have felt bad. But yeah, anyway, that dude's passed away. Whatever. That guy was a weirdo. But yeah, Bud Holland. I remember that though. The fucking vultures were like, I gotta go pick my brother up from jail. I think he's got 2 more times. So what does he do, Lonnie? Does he spend the night in jail? And then you drop him off the next day, or then he gets out and you drop him off that night, or is he just doing a couple days a week? Like, is he a part-time convict? What's going on, Lonnie? I'm so confused with your brother's jail schedule. Oh man, yeah. So shout out to Bud Holland, man. But I remember that they had the vultures pick that dude clean, man. And I just remember thinking that too. It was like, I'm sure there was some shit in there I could have used or would have liked, but who gives a fuck, man? The guy passed away. Let's honor his memory. Let's, you know what I mean? Especially a guy with no family, died alone. Let's do something cool for him. Let's not just pick his fucking bones and, an old pin. Whatever, man. People are crazy. 48 hours at a time. Must be fucking nice, man. How do you get that fucking gig where you go to jail for how many days does he have? What the fuck? And you said he doesn't even have a job and he got work release. Oh man, I get arrested for fucking nothing, literally nothing, and they want to keep me in as long as they can. I guess that's the difference of when you have a big mouth and when you don't. All right, guys, let's get into it. Let's get to some shout outs this morning. Big shout out to Chris Zucchini. Big shout out to Pam. Big shout out to all the OGs. Let's see who else we got. Jeremy. Big shout out to Nancy and Matt. Old Matt Workman, Mojave Martian. Big shout out to Rosie Key. Rosie Key, we love you, Rosie Key. We miss you. We miss you. I'm gonna have to start doing these shows a little earlier, man. I gotta get my schedule back to a normal schedule. I'm all over the place lately, guys. But I need to get some grounded, even if I just make this my job every day. Anyway, big shout out to Rosie K. I'm gonna have to start going live early so we can see you. And then tonight, guys, we got game night. So don't forget, there will be no 420 show. We're going to do game night live tonight, guys. Dank ass summer. Who else we got? We got Harvey Hooligans in the house. We got Broken Brain of Eric. Good morning. Good morning. We got Jack the Reaper Home Planet. Nice, nice. Good morning, buddy. Who else we got? Harvey Hooligans. April. April's in the house. The love of my life. April. Going good. Let's see who else we got. Got a bunch of people up in here this morning. Pacos Tacos. Good morning. Good morning. Lonnie, how you doing, buddy? How you doing? Fight for Freedom. What is happening? Russ, big shout out to them over there, guys. The Last Cowboy, Tim W. Big shout out. I'm gonna give a shout out to my buddy Dylan, the store manager of the Bullhead Spirit Halloween, my buddy Dylan. Big shout out. I know he doesn't watch, but big shout out to him anyway, guys. Big shout out to Steven from Ensenada, guys, and the Restoration Contractors Network, guys. Go check them out. You got something you need fixed in your house. Maybe you got a water damage, fire damage, electrical damage, whatever it may be. Get a hold of the Restoration Contractors Network, guys. They're going to work with your homeowner's insurance. They're going to get you all fixed up like it never fucking happened, and it's going to cost you bare minimum out of your pocket, guys. That's right. Going to get a lot of work done for not a lot of moolah. That's what you pay in for that shit for. Take advantage of it, guys. They're going to guide you through the thing. The Restoration Contractors Network. All right. It is Weed Wednesday, too, guys. Don't forget, they want to keep you there because you have a pretty mouth. I'm sorry. I'm just talking about, oh, that's cool, man. No. Get all excited as you want. Spirit Halloween. It's once a year. I get it, man. Stupid flood. Michael Moore is back, guys. Michael Moore is back. So shout out to everyone out there working this morning. Denny's, Perkins, Burger King, McDonald's, everyone making us breakfast this morning, guys. I appreciate you. Coffee makers out there keeping the world running, keeping the fuel coming. Appreciate you. All you oil roughnecks out there. All the roughnecks out there. Is that what they're called? Getting it done, man. You know what? Anyone who's doing physical labor right now, anyone who's throwing boxes, anyone who's fucking moving shit, doing physical work, big shout out to you. That's hard to do first thing in the morning. Enjoy it while you're young, guys. When you get old, the last thing you want to do is move a bunch of shit. So big shout out. Who else are we shouting out this morning? Anyone got any shout outs? Sin is in. Jason the Place. All the people, guys. All the people. And Open Carry Larry. Where are you, buddy? We miss you, Open Carry Larry. Hopefully you're doing all right, man. Hopefully you're doing all right. All right, guys. Let's get in honor of Open Carry Larry. Hump day, and you don't know if you can continue. Can you make it over the hump? First toke of the day. Let's do it. We'll get you through that hump.
First toke of the day makes the world okay. Chasing clouds that
all right, guys.
Wakey bakey vibe.
Let's do this thing. I got me some punch live rosin. Punch vape, guys. This is a Benzina. These are 2 half-grammers that I got going on here. I got it loaded in my Mr. system. Look at that. Boom. All right, guys, let's do this in 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's get high as a squirrel.
First toke of the day makes the world okay. Chasing
Yeah.
Wakey bakey vibes, let the good times stay. First toke of the day, light that green bouquet.
Ooh, live rosin, you can taste it, man.
Everything feels shiny new. It's a green sunrise and it's overdue. Breathe it
Woo!
in, let the session brew.
One more. Let's do one more, guys. This one's for you, Open Carry. We missed your brother. Hopefully you're doing good. Hopefully your doctor didn't lock you down, buddy. Your daughter, one of those. All right, one more. This is for Steven.
Life's a ride and this is the key. A little hurt.
Nice. This is for everyone out there, guys.
Glow, I lead the way. Shout it loud. It's the Wakey Bakey Day.
That's right, Wakey Bakey Day, guys. Woo! All right, that was your first toke of the day. That's right, brought to you by the Healing Center, 1400 Needles Highway, Needles, California. Your number one cannabis superstore, guys. They got a Wax Wednesday. 15% off all wax drops, guys. Go check it out. Get some high-end, get some Bear Labs and blow your mind. Treat yourself. That's right, guys. Treat yourself to something special. Man, they've been bashing on my boy Opie. Poor Opie. From Opie and Anthony. Brian, I'm going to send you a pic of my $7 thrift store find. Have not gone through it yet. I got to start doing thrift stores, man. You're motivating me, Eric. I got to start doing this stuff, man. I love thrifting. Yeah, send it to me for sure. I was just shouting out somebody. Forget what it was. Anyway, let's get into I had something going on in my brain. Stoner. Big shout out to Aaron, all the way from Australia. We love you, Aaron. And then there was Barney. We had a bunch of people from Australia. We got to start pumping the stuff up, man. All right, guys, let's get into a little, what do we got? Oh, Wakey Bakey news. Oh, man, we got a lot of Wakey Bakey news to get into. Let's do it, guys.
Wake up, sleepyheads, turn on the tube. Wakey Bakey Morning got the latest scoop. Celeb news, gossip like a wild parade. Spill the beans while you sip that lemonade. Crazy news stories that'll blow your mind. Aliens on the loose, or did Bigfoot find? Grab a bowl and let's dive into the hype. Morning show groove with the stoner type. Wakey Bakey, every morning it's a dare. Catch the crazy news just floating in the air. Celeb drama and the wild world blend. Morning laughs that never end.
Dang, guys. So the big story of the day is Senator Adam Schiff from California, our very own California. Oh, shit, guys. Allegedly, Adam Schiff approves intel leaks to smear Trump. Thought he would be CIA chief if Hillary Clinton won, says a whistleblower. This is the big news, man. This is big news. I guess there's a recording. Let's see. The identified male source who worked as a Democratic staffer on the House Intelligence Committee for 12 years, after more than 2 decades in the intelligence community, told FBI agents in December 2017 that the mood among the panel became indescribable after Trump's upset win the year before. Ranking member Schiff was particularly upset, as he had believed he would be appointed as the director of the CIA had Hillary won the election, according to the summary of the interview obtained by the Post. September 2017, the same whistleblower told investigator that he had heard from the congressman's staff and colleagues around 26 that Schiff would be offered the CIA job if Clinton had won. Man, there's so many fucking politics and courts. It's disgusting what we've turned our free country, our free court system into, man. It's disgusting. It really is. The deals and all this shit that people make. The whistleblower said he objected to Schiff's idea. A summary of the interview reveals only to be told by other participants that they would not be caught leaking classified information. The whistleblower said he approached again about leaking. He was approached again about leaking against Trump and responded that he believed this activity would be unethical and treasonous. The whistleblower later reached out to FBI and was even invited to attend a mock grand jury hearing, only to later be told the Justice Department would not be investigating further. Investigators believe Schiff was protected by the Constitution speech and debate clause, which bars the apprehension of legislators for their professional activities, except in the event of a felony, treason, or breach of the peace. The whistleblower claimed in 2023 that he did not believe Schiff's actions were covered by the speech and debate clause. Wow. You know, I'm not going to, that's why I went to the New York Post to read this, guys. I ain't going to lie, man. I thought I was going to be full of shit. I thought it was going to be a righty news fucking article. So allegedly there's a recording. They fucking got a lot of shit on this dude. That guy looks like a sleazeball. Wasn't he one of the ones who did the whole January 6th thing? Wasn't he one of the leaders of that, of the deal that all the fucking information got deleted? Boy, it's crazy how this all went down, man. Shitty Schiff going to jail. Hopefully, man. Hopefully they make these guys be responsible like everyone else. Just because they got elected fucking doesn't mean that they're not just a normal person. I hate that. All this stuff going on the government, it's like a Jack Ryan story. It really is, man. It really is. And you know what's crazy about it is they did it to themselves, man. Like they weaponized, and this is the part I'm really curious about. So the Democrats, these people allegedly weaponized politics to go after the sitting president, all this stuff. It was, it was a thing. Charges. I never in my wildest dreams I'd ever see an ex-president getting felony charges for documents or for weird mortgage things. It was definitely they were targeting someone. They were going all these federal attorneys, these district attorneys going after him, all like working together. It was really fucking weird. Well, now it's opposite. Now you're gonna have to set the rules. And most people can't handle that. Like, that's how I kind of live my life, man. If you have an issue with me and you come and, like, say you egg my house or you do something, damage my property, you just showed me what's fair game now. I'll go to your fucking house and I will fuck up your shit 100 times over because you showed me it's fair game to go after your personal property. That's the way I think. So I think that's the way these guys kind of think too, man. All right, you're gonna arrest me for this. You're gonna arrest me for that. Let's see what what you have in your fucking closet. And no one thought he was gonna be elected again. And this isn't like you love him, hate him, whatever, man. This shit's happening. This shit's going down. And people, fucking goddamn phone, man. Fuck. Omaha Steaks. Who gives a fuck? Quit interrupting my show, Omaha Steaks. But yeah, I don't think people Google his network tells you he's crooked. Yeah, I think they weren't expecting him to ever come back, Trump, and then let alone come back with a vengeance. Be like, I don't want none of your fucking people. I don't want no one who's a politician. We're bringing in all these fresh faces, all these people that I know are loyal to me. It's a different world, man. I would be nervous. If I was Nancy Pelosi right now, I would be shitting a brick. What? They can't arrest senators. No, they can, and they will. Can't wait to go to Bullhead and go to Spirit Halloween when they are open. Yeah, I haven't heard. They're building it right now. Or maybe they're building it. Last I heard, they were just starting to build out on it. So you probably got a couple weeks. What they're doing a lot is going dark too. They'll build these stores and let them sit. I don't think Spirit Halloween has all their merchandise from China yet, so they're like really kind of stretching out the season. Let's see. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, so that dude's in a lot of fucking trouble. That dude's in a lot of trouble. Thank God. You know what? Hopefully people are held accountable for their bullshit, man. They need to be. How many times have normal people like me and you, you know, like if we did anything wrong, we're 100% accountable. They don't give us no free fucking pass, so they should not either. Let's see what's happening, guys. See what's happening. Backstreet Boys extend their Las Vegas residence. Who cares? Search for Taylor Swift triggers Google animation. Joe Jonas reveals major camp rock announcement. Dr. Daniel Spencer of What's Happening dies. Oh no. Who any fans of What's Happening? Old Rerun? Was that guy's name? The fat kid Rerun? Dr. Daniel Spencer, who played D. Thomas on the ABC sitcom What's Happening, has passed away, guys. I didn't watch it too much. It was before my time. But yeah, she played the sassy little sister. Ended up becoming a doctor. Big bucket of win. Big bucket of win on her life. Sucks that she had to pass away, but she lived a long good life. Became a doctor, was famous. I mean, come on. Was one of the kids' stars that freaking really made it out of that. Not a lot of people. We talked about Dana Plato yesterday and the suicide stuff with Howard Stern, but yeah, a lot of those kid stars didn't make it out of that, man. So good to see that she did. Became a doctor, did all sorts of good stuff. All right, nothing really popping up this morning, guys. Nothing really happening other than those national debt at $37 trillion. Oh man, yeah, nothing really. Charlie Sheen finally ready to confess in brutal, candid Netflix documentary. What is he going to confess? What is Charlie Sheen going to confess? The interview includes Denise Richard, Heidi Fleiss, John Cryer, Sean Penn, Ramon Estevez, Brooke Molnar, Chris Tucker, as well as Sheen's former drug dealer. Notably, 2.5 Men executive producer Chuck Lorre, who is receiving end of so many Sheen's attack, is among the interviewed. Tabloid black hole Charlie Sheen, known what's been said about him. He's finally ready to confess, teases the official description of the film, aka Charlie Sheen. The trailer suggests the interview subjects don't hold back either. I don't know, man. Does he talk about the rumors of Corey Haim and Corey Feldman? I wonder if he addresses that stuff. Does it say when it's going to be released? It is in production now. No release date yet. Let's check out the trailer. Let's check out the trailer.
This with any class.
I think we're past that, Charlie.
We're past that, yeah. When you got a lot of shame about a lot of stuff, shame is suffocating. I lit the fuse, and my life turns into everything it wasn't supposed to be. There's only one person alive that has the answers to so many people's questions about me. And that's it. Fuck it. Somebody call action.
He's going the distance.
No.
He's going for speed.
You wanted to like him because he was lovable, brilliant, handsome, charming, and smart.
Charlie's a crybaby pussy bitch.
Charlie's career really took off.
And the whole world goes,
Wow.
he's the fucking guy.
he really did have a run of movies, didn't he? I never realized Platoon, fucking Major. Like I knew the movies it was in, but when you see them all listed one right after another, you're like, holy shit.
Guy, imagine what that did to my head.
He was the highest paid TV star of all time.
Everything was fine for a while. Nobody got hurt, nobody got arrested. For a while.
And he started experimenting with everything.
When it started to change, it was quick.
He kept saying, no, I'm in the hospital now, but next week I'll be ready for the show.
When Charlie said that he was smoking 7-gram rocks, he was smoking 7-gram rocks.
Damn, 7-gram rocks. Holy shit. That's big, man.
He's going the distance.
He testified against me, and I went to jail.
I was aware things were coming unglued.
Winning!
I can't imagine being my dad. And it really hurt the people I love.
Yeah, that's something you don't think when you're acting a fool, like what your dad, even though you guys are famous. Like, remember that whole, wasn't he like locked up in a house with a bunch of porn stars screaming tiger blood at one point?
You can't really have a relationship with someone going through addiction.
Now, Charlie's sober. He's going to tell you the truth.
The stuff that I plan on sharing, I had made a sacred vow to only reveal to a therapist.
Is there going to be anything off limits?
Corey Haim.
No.
Because he's going the distance.
September 10th, guys. Next month. Looks pretty good. I'll definitely be checking it out. Mr. Crisper's in the house before your time. That's a bold ass lie. Mr. Crispers, how are you, buddy? How are you? He was 8-balling. He really was, man. Boy, I bet you that drug dealer, he's like, I got Charlie Sheen. I don't need anyone else. Oh, man. Could you imagine? That's the dream, right? If you're a drug dealer, would be to land one giant client like Charlie Sheen and just be like, fuck, yeah, I got 55 grams of fucking cocaine. Let's do it, buddy. And just fucking, you don't sell to anybody else. How do you get caught? Only if like the guy dies or some crazy shit like, what's his name from Friends? Like, that's the way to do it. One client, just fucking every time you need it. That's like those guys who were selling for Diddy. You ever hear these guys, these drug dealers that were like, would show up. They would never invited to the freak offs or whatever. They're just drug dealers. One guy said they needed it bad. Like it was in the middle of a freak off or white out, whatever they call those weird parties they were doing. And he said he showed up and, they took him, he knocked on the door, took him right back to the room to do the deal. He said as he was walking through, he didn't name no names, but he said he saw the hardest of the hard gangster rappers, people that he wouldn't fucking, as a drug dealer, he wouldn't even fuck with on the street. But he sees them in compromising positions, if you know what I mean. He said he lost respect for almost every rapper. And how full of shit they are. So yeah, drug dealers see it all, man. Drug dealers see it all. That's the dream. You have one big client like a Diddy or a fucking Charlie Sheen, and they're just wiping you off. You make one deal a week, one deal every other day or something, because let's be honest, no matter how much they're buying, they're going through it quick. So every other day, you're just like, yeah, I got more, Charlie, let's go. And you just, that's the dream, man. That's the drug dealer dream right there. All right. I'm looking forward to that one. That's actually one that I would watch, man. It's actually one I would watch. All right, guys, let's get into something I like to call Today in History. If we don't know the past, we're doomed to repeat it, guys. That's right. Let's get into this, guys. We got a lot to cover. If you're celebrating a birthday, let me know, guys. Let me know. It is Today in History.
In history, a journey through time where legends are born and secrets intertwine. Join us at 7:10 a.m. for all to see as we unravel the histories from our history.
All right, guys. What the fuck is this shit? There we go. Today in History is brought to you by the Healing Center, 1400 Needles Highway, Needles, California. Make sure we got August 13th. Oh, if you're celebrating a birthday, guys, you are in good company this morning. You are celebrating it with my idol, my filmmaking idol, guys, Sir Alfred Hitchcock, one of the best filmmakers of all time, guys, the legend, Alfred Hitchcock. Big birthday, Lord Alfred. Or Sir Alfred, I'm sorry. Janet Yellen was born in 1946. That's our favorite American economist. 1926, Fidel Castro, leader of Cuba, was born. 1895, Brett Lahr, American actor, was born. And in 1888, John Logie Baird was born. On this day in 1521, the fall of the Aztec Empire. This is crazy to me because I always thought the Aztec Empire just fell off. Like something happened, like the Egyptians or whatever. We don't know what the fuck. We just lost a little bit of history, and this is just common ground. We were very advanced, but now we're not. So that's what I don't know. Like, so I never realized that they had like the fall of the Aztecs, anything like that. So on this day in 1521, Spanish conquistador Hernan Cortez captured Tenochtitlan, now Mexico City, after a 93-day siege, thereby ending the Aztec Empire and winning Mexico for the crown of Spain. Let's see. 2012. American writer and magazine editor Helen Gurley Brown, who upbeat, stylish publications beginning the 20th century emphasized sexual and career independence and a venture for a large audience of young women, died at age 90. That's a big bucket of win. Long, good life. American cooking expert Julia Child, who brought the French cooking to a vast number of Americans through her books and especially her program on public television, where she was known for her humor and heartly voice, died at age 91. Yeah, man, PBS, she was all over PBS when I was a kid. 2004, the games of the XXV113, I don't know what Olympics that is, open in Athens, which hosted the first modern summer games since 1896. 1995, New York Yankees baseball player Mickey Mantle died at age 63. Shit, man, he was young. He was way young. Fuck. I always thought he was old as shit, man. Mickey Mantle died at age 63. That's crazy. He had a lot of life left. The crime drama Bonnie and Clyde, starring Warren Beatty and Faye Dunaway as the outlaw couple, opened in New York and pioneered a new era of filmmaking, tearing down barriers in the deception of violence and sexuality. This was in 1967. 1926, Cuban political leader Fidel Castro, who transformed his country into the first communist state in the Western Hemisphere, was born. 1919, famed racehorse Man O' War suffered the only defeat of his career. 1898, the U.S. Army took control of the Philippines port of Manila during the Spanish-American War. And then 1860, American markswoman Annie Oakley, who starred in Buffalo Bill's Wild West show, where she was officially called Little Sure Shot, was born. Old Annie Oakley, man. What's the deal with Annie Oakley? Let's see. Developed an amazing proficiency with firearms as a child. She hunted game with success, according to the legend, by selling it to Cincinnati, Ohio. She was able to pay off the mortgage on the family farm. She was 15, won a shooting match in Cincinnati with Frankie Butler, vaudeville marksman. They were married. It's so crazy back then. Like, oh, I battled a marksman. Now we're married. Oh, Annie Oakley, guys. Annie Oakley. You guys ever see Hidalgo? movie about the racehorse. Had to do a little bit in the beginning with Buffalo Bill, his traveling show. And it's a pretty good movie, man. If you haven't seen Helldago, I would check it out. Viggo Mortensen, is that his name? Viggo Mortensen is in it. Pretty good flick, man. Brian knows all about the drug dealer's dream. He made short film about it. Where all the gangsters at? Larry is in the house, guys. We've been talking about you all morning, Larry. He was out catching fish. He went on walkabout. Larry, he had us worried, man. You were like, yeah, cops showed up. I fucked with some guys over a Tesla bike. And then we just don't hear from you for days, man. Larry, we're going to do a toke of the day just for Larry, guys. Just for Larry. We're glad you're alive, Larry. We're so happy. Joke of the day. Here we go. This is in honor of our buddy Larry, Open Carry Larry.
Morning's here in a hazy way. Eyes half closed, but I'm wide awake. Time to spark it up, no time to fake.
Yeah, it's for you, Larry.
First toke of the day makes the world okay.
Oh yeah.
Chasing clouds that drift and sway.
So, Larry, you got to tell us what happened with the story. Last we heard, you went to buy a Tesla bike. There was some altercation, and then you just disappeared. What happened, my friend? What happened with the bike? Whoa. Got to clean my can stash over here. It's getting out of hand. We need to know, Larry. We need to know. All right, guys, let's get into the wildest collectibles. The wildest collectibles ever sold. Let's see. Collectibles are the craziest collectible sales. Let's see here. You know what? We're going to get into Reddit for this one. Collectible sellers, what are the craziest finds that you've kept for your personal collection while sourcing? Let's see. This one put a blue elephant plushie. Let me see. All right. Tool Fan 33. I was at a yard sale in 2002, 2003. The lady had some records out, so I was buying them all. She said she had more in the basement. She took me down there and said that they were going to remodel the basement and were cleaning it out. Found the rest of the records. I bought them. She then asked if I was looking for furniture since I was down there. So I said, sure, expecting an old sofa or a chair. She had an original Duke's couch, $3,500, two Duke's chair, $2,500 each, and an original Herman Miller Ernst chair. New ones go for about $6,000 to $8,000. I've seen originals go for $20,000 with the ottoman, and all of it was in excellent condition. I told her that there was no way I could afford it. She told me if I could get it out of the basement that day, I could have it all for $500. I still own it all except for the Duck's chair. The drunken friend broke it while falling to it this day. The greatest find I ever have. That is a good one. That is a good one. Let's see this one. I buy, sell, collect production and screen use movie props and production materials. I acquired a large lot from paperwork from James Cameron's Terminator 2 production office. One of the papers was his I-9 form, employment in the USA. It has the social security number and everything on it, LOL. It also included a copy of Linda Hamilton's contract. She got $500K plus points for doing that movie. And the blueprints of the Cyberdyne AI lab, kept all those for myself. That's really cool. That's a good find right there. That's really cool. I own some anime production material in my personal collection, most notably the 1998 translation ADR director and voice scripts. I don't know the anime stuff, but yeah, that kind of stuff is really cool. Just this weekend, this is from 5B15. This weekend, I found a broken porcelain Bob Mackie Barbie at a very junky thrift store. She was $350 new, $150 to $200 on the secondhand market. I could sell her a dress for a decent amount worth the dollar I paid for her, but I'm keeping it because I wanted a Bob Mackie ever since I was little. I was searching. This is from Commercial Break 360. I was searching for sale of the for ages and was about to give up. I was on Facebook Marketplace, so I shot them a message and I got a fast reply. They put down the wrong address. I went over right away. Ended up scoring a ton of PS1, GameCube, and N64 games. I emptied my pockets for them, but it was a deal. I kept Mega Man Legends 1 and 2. That's a big one, man. When people need rent money and stuff, you see a lot of video game systems, monitors, things like that go up for sale. A video game. This is from Sawed Off Zombie. Thimbleweed Park on a Switch. I really wanted that. It came across at a convention for $20. Usually goes for $90. The Hawaiian shirt that Max wore for a bit in Max Payne 3. A thrift store in my size, genuine brand, not some polyester cheap knockoff that popped up. I hope I can find the first. I don't know what this guy's fucking talking about. I don't know what this guy's fucking talking about. I'm sure he knows. I don't. All right. Let's get into what is this? All right. Let me share this with you. All right. Weirdest collectibles, guys. Weirdest collectibles. George Washington's hair. Let's begin the list with something that's considered somewhat normal, namely collecting hair. Is that normal? It's tradition that goes back for centuries. Celebrity hair strands are often presented elegantly in some custom-made box. George Washington's set of hair was sold at Sotheby's in 2016 for $30,000. This ring contains the hair of General. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Look at that. Look at that, though. The hair is in there. I bought my mom. My mom's a big Beatles fan. I was at a card show and it was a retail package, but it was supposedly the Beatles hair. And it was like an action figure package. This is like from the fucking 60s. I still want to get it looked at and see if it's worth anything or see if it's, well, I know it's not actual Beatle hair, but you know what I mean? That's kind of crazy, man. That's kind of crazy. So now we have his DNA. Watch out. John Lennon signed album to Mark David Chapman. There's nothing weird about a signed album, you may think. This, however, is more than just a signed album. Many would consider it one of the most incredible music memorabilia items in the world due to the fact that John Lennon signed it just 5 hours before he died. Wow. What's even more remarkable is that he signed it to his soon-to-be killer at approximately 5 p.m. on December. Really? Lennon left his house at the Dakota in New York for a recording session. Just outside of his home, he met someone who asked for an autograph. The person had Lennon's latest album entitled Double Fantasy with them. Lennon signed the album and left. 5 hours later at 10:55, Lennon returned to the Dakota, walked through the archway of the building. While doing that, Lennon got shot 4 times at close range. The shooter was Mark David Chapman, the man who had the Double Fantasy album signed. Any John Lennon signed copy of Double Fantasy is scarce since the album was released in November 1980, less than a month before he died. They usually sell in the 30,000 range. This particular copy is, for obvious reasons, much more valuable. It was sold for $900,000. Whoa. Yeah. That is pretty crazy. What about Winston Churchill's false teeth, guys? What are those? Let's see, an auctioneer sold them for 18 pounds a year later, or $18,000 a year later. In 2011, they were sold by the Bohemians for 23,000. Interesting. You think they put it? You think they put it on? Oh, I wouldn't. Fuck no. Queen Victoria's underwear. And then there's Queen Victoria's underwear. Yes, you read that correctly. Queen Victoria ruled the United Kingdom, and also being the Empress of India from 1837 to 1901, which makes her one of the longest reigning monarchs in history. Beneath her clothes, she wore, like all of us, underwear. It's very seldom that such an item is being sold to the public, especially when they have royal provenance. But this time, collectors got an opportunity to bid on custom where are we at? Custom made panties with a beautiful embroidery monogram with the initials VR. The underwear was sold by auctioneer. Are those the underwear? I hope not. Jesus, get her something comfortable. Fuck. Truman Capote's ashes. That's crazy. For $43,000, almost $45,000. I'm good without that. What about William Shatner's kidney stone? Selling price ended up at 25 grand in 2006. That's crazy. John Lennon's toilet. It's a nice toilet. It's a really nice toilet. The home was bought for $182,000. Had very, very fancy toilet, at least if you ask the auctioneer. Sold for $11,000 in 2010. Lee Harvey Oswald's coffin. Didn't they bury him in it? The sale of the OC. To put to rest the conspiracy theories about Lee Harvey Oswald's body not being buried. His family approved his coffin to be dug up. It was later confirmed and identified through dental records that it was indeed his body that was buried. The original coffin was replaced with a new one and later buried in the Rose Memorial Burial Park in Fort Worth, Texas. So they're selling the used one. Oh, man. Ronald Reagan's blood. How do you even get that? The attempt assassination. Let's see. Oh, shit. They took his blood for that. Ronald Reagan was shot, seriously wounded. Blood tests were taken. Someone stole a glass vial of Reagan's blood. Sold for $30,000. That's kind of nuts. Napoleon's penis. Eric's like, where can I get Napoleon's penis at? All right, here we go. Open carry Larry. The cop showed up like 5 minutes after I called during the first hit of the day. I showed my officer my laptop, phone data. Then the detective came over. I told him what happened. He took my phone. And sometime on Saturday, my daughter called and the detective answered. So now my daughter is livid, insisting that I move to a home. Oh, no, Larry. I know you've been fighting that a long time, buddy. I took video of the guys in the cars who were trying to rob me with my phone. Be careful out there, Larry, man. We don't be getting in no shit. I know we're not going to come at you like your daughter, but, man, I think... you know what? I can't say shit, man. I leave the house and I get in all sorts of fucking shit. So, oh, we love you, Larry. We don't want you in a home, man. We want you out and about. Free man. He's a free man. Do-do-do, do-do-do. He's a free man. Do-do-do, do-do-do. All right, guys. Napoleon's penis. In 1815, after losing the war, the battle of Waterloo, Napoleon was exiled to St. Helena. He died on the island of 1821. The story goes that after Napoleon passed away, his penis was amputated during an autopsy. The autopsy was performed by Napoleon's physician. It's not confirmed why he cut off the penis. Nonetheless, rumors are about that the bribe was to cut off the penis as an act of revenge by one of Napoleon's chaplains. The penis was later smuggled into Napoleon's home. A lot of smuggling of that penis. sold for $15,000 in 2023. He looks like a man that had his penis taken off. Bonus, Albert Einstein's brain. Many weird collectibles have been highlighted on this list. Hair strains, penises. A few hours after Einstein died in 1955, his brain was taken out of his head. The primary purpose was for scientific research, as there was speculation that Einstein's brain was different from others. The autopsy was conducted by an American pathologist who kept 1.2 kilogram brain after he had dissected it into several pieces. The fast forward to 1978, the brain was rediscovered in Harvey's possession by journalist Steve Levy, who noted the brain was well preserved. Wow, it's never been sold. Old Einstein's brain. That's Dexter. That's the new Dexter. Taking people's brains. Have you guys checked out this new Dexter? It's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. I also got into a show yesterday called The Institute. I watched a few episodes. Kind of cool about psychic kids, and then they get kidnapped. There was a show like it, but this is different. This has nothing to do with X-Men or anything like that. Real interesting. It's that show They. It's the creators. I've talked to you about that show They before. It's even on that MGM Plus or Premium, whatever. But yeah, pretty decent show, man. I started getting into that. All right, guys, I am going to get on out of here. I'm getting hungry. Rosie's farting. She needs her breakfast. I got to cook her rice. We got a lot of stuff to get into this morning, guys. No second sleep, I don't think. Hopefully not. All right, guys, I appreciate you. Brian, just because I asked for pictures of yours so I can sell Dr. Dank's Ding Dong Bong. The Ding Dong Bong. Watch out. Oh, man. All right, guys, I'm going to get on out of here. I appreciate you. We will be back tonight with game night tonight, guys, at 7 p.m., about 7:10-ish, to be honest. So let's all meet up, guys, 7:10 California time. We're going to be having a Jackbox kind of night, guys. All right. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and share button. You are loved. You are appreciated. Be the difference you want to see in the world, guys. I appreciate you, everyone out there. We will talk to you at 7 o'clock, guys. Have a good one. We'll see you in a bit.
Thank you for joining us on the It's 420 Somewhere podcast. Broadcasting worldwide and brought to you by thedailydank.com. Check out our merchandise and amazing content. And follow us on all our social media. Now, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
We'll see you guys. Have a good one. Whoop, whoop, whoop.